Hey everyone, this is part 26 of my normal run of the Final Fantasy V Four Job Fiesta 2023 with the upgrade jobs modifier. I'm basically at the final boss. I just have to do some setup before I actually try to fight him. And this part is only going to be set up for the fight. I'll have the boss fight itself in a separate part. I'll publish these two parts at the same time, so you can just skip the preparation part if you're not interested. But of course, if you are interested, you can just keep watching this before you watch the actual boss fight. Now, if you're playing the Final Fantasy V Four Job Fiesta, you may be restricted in what jobs you can use. Well, you are restricted in what jobs you can use, and you are thus restricted also in what equipment you can use and what abilities you can use. And many jobs have quite low HP and are not able to sustain Almagest, and they have really no way of protecting themselves against it. If you have a white mage, you can obviously use Shell to cut damage in half. As an obvious thing you can do. If you are blue mage, you can use Big Guard if you learned that as a blue magic. There's also a way as a chemist to apply Protect and Shell with their mixes. But what if you had none of those jobs? You didn't have a blue mage, you didn't have a white mage, and you didn't have a chemist? What if you did have a Beastmaster? Well, there is actually an enemy that you can catch and release, and it would use Big Guard when released. And that's a Crystelle, which is a crystal-looking enemy in the final part of the final dungeon. Now, the tricky part of catching one is that they only have 3 HP. And normally, when you want to catch an enemy, you have to bring its HP down to an eighth, so less than 12.5% of their HP before you can catch them. Now there is of course the accessory called Carnagal Gourd, which allows you to catch enemies as long as they have less than half their HP left. So that's below 50%. Without the Carnagal Gourd, it's impossible to catch any Crystelle. With the Carnagal Gourd, you need to bring the Crystelle down to 1 HP out of their maximum of 3. Now the tricky part here is that you need to do exactly 2 points of damage to them, and not more. Not less, exactly 2 points of damage. You could of course do 1 point of damage 2 times, and that would of course be 2 points of damage. And the easiest way to do this is by using the Excalibur sword, which always does exactly 1 point of damage when you hit something with it. Now, if you're playing the Fiesta, for example, you are possibly not allowed to use the Excalibur. Maybe you didn't even pick it up because you wouldn't be able to use it anyway, because only the freelancers and the knights, I think, are able to use it. Maybe I'm forgetting about some job that can use it. But say you don't have a job that can use it. For example, currently I have 4 dancers. Because I'm running with the upgrade jobs modifier in this Fiesta, it means that everyone has to switch jobs every time you unlock a new job. So my 4th and final job was a dancer, so everyone has to be a dancer now. But one of my earlier jobs was the Beastmaster. So I have the catch ability learned on everyone, so I can use the catch and release even though I am all dancers. Now, how do you do this without the Excalibur? Well, the Crystelle just so happens to have exactly 50 defense, and there is a dagger called the Dancing Dagger, which has 51 attack power. And the formula for damage, the base damage is basically just the attack powers, and then you subtract the defense, and then it's a bit of a random roll there, so it could be more. But basically the base damage you'll be doing with the Dancing Dagger against the Crystelle is 1 base damage. Could be rolled higher if up to 4. Between 1 and 4 it would roll. for the base damage, and then there's a multiplier that comes into effect, which multiplies the base damage to get the final damage. And the multiplier is based on your level and your stats. For a knife, it's based on both your strength and your agility. So to get the multiplier, you multiply the strength by your level, divide that by 128, and then you take your agility and multiply that by level and divide that by 128. You add these two values together and then add 2, and that's your multiplier. And the multiplier is going to be too high to be able to do exactly 2 points of damage to a Crystelle. You're definitely going to do more than 3 damage, because the multiplier is going to be a lot more than just 3, even at low levels. So, how to keep the multiplier down? Well, you can affect the multiplier in certain ways. You can, if you put yourself in the back row, that halves the multiplier. If the enemy is also in the back row, that also halves the multiplier again. And if the enemy has protect on them, that also halves the multiplier yet again. So essentially, you can divide the multiplier by 8 if you are in the back row, the enemy is in the back row, and the enemy has protect on them. And that would theoretically bring the multiplier down. There's rounding going on, so the multiplier can be brought down all the way to 2 or even 1, depending on your level and your stats. So, the idea here is to get into a battle with a Crystelle that is in the back row, control the Crystelle, and you let it use protect on itself, because when you control a Crystelle, it allows you to use protect the spell. And then you strike it with a character wielding the dancing dagger. And hope that it does exactly 2 points of damage. It's a random roll, so it's likely to be more than 2 points of damage. It could be 3 or 4, and you just kill it outright in a single hit. But it will take a couple of tries probably for you, especially if you want to catch more than one Crystelle. You need to do this several times. But besides that, you obviously need some other things. So here I'm setting up bards with a dancing dagger. And then I'll need control ability. I'm going to put Hypno Crown on her as well, so that she has a boosted chance of controlling. I'm actually going to put the control ability on 2 characters here, just to allow me to control the enemy that is in the front row as well, to prevent them from acting, because there is in particular the Necromancer that you can find here. That can be quite annoying with their zombie status causing abilities. It can be quite the nuisance when you're trying to do this. And then I'll need a 4th character with the Konago Gourd. So I have Konago Gourd on Faris here. She's going to catch the Crystelle. I have the Hypno Crown and the control ability on Cryle. And Lena also has the control ability, but no Hypno Crown because there's only one in the game, as far as I know. And then Bart has a dancing dagger. And that is the setup to try to catch a Crystelle here. So I'll make a quick save here and then try this out. First of all, I get rid of the other enemies here. control the other enemies, the Crystelles. Now I'll only be able to catch one Crystelle per battle, because this needs to be in the back row for it to work. No, that was wrong. I was not supposed to catch that. Right. Let's cast Protect on the one in the back row. Now it has Protect, and then I attack with Bards. And of course use Sword Dance, so that didn't work. Let's get out of here and try it again. As I said, this could take several tries. I'm actually going to reduce the battle speed here slightly. It makes it a bit easier to catch. Right, these are not the enemies I'm looking for, so I'll just get out of here. And try to get another fight here. And yet again, the wrong encounter. There we go. Let's control the Necromancer first of all. Because he's really annoying with his abilities, and I'm going to take advantage of that. Actually, control the Crystelle as well. I'm going to take advantage of the Necromancer and kill the Mind Flayer with Blaster. Catch the... Better catch the Crystelle as well. Oh, sorry, control it, of course. There we go. Put Bart in the back row and then use Protect on the Crystelle. And attack with Bards. And of course he did a dance instead, that absorbs MP, so that's fine, but that didn't do anything. Let's attack again with Bards. 3 points of damage, and then you see it dies from 3 points of damage. Right, let's try it again. Let's control the Necromancer first. And control the Crystelle. And use Blaster to kill the Mind Flayer. Didn't work. Let's do it again. Let's get rid of the Mind Flayer here. Go. And let's use Protect on the Crystelle. And then use Bards to attack it. 4 points of damage. That's still too much. So We're still trying to get 2 points of damage here. Yet another try. Alright, let's try to kill these other enemies. And then try to control the Crystelles. Put them both under my control, there we go. And then let's use protect on the one in the back row. And then attack it with barks. 3 points of damage, that's still too much. So, let's try it again. Let's put it as very slow instead. I mean, it's not that important, but... Okay, let's control the enemies again. There we go, and there we go, yeah. And now let's get rid of the Mind Flayer here. There we go. Cast Protect on the Crystelle. And then attack it with bards. 2 points of damage. And I can catch it. There we go. That's a Crystelle caught. And let's get out of here. And that's how you catch Crystelle. So you can take advantage of the Mighty Guard ability, even though you don't have a blue mage, and a way to apply shell to your entire party without having a white mage, and of course a way to catch Crystelle without having the Excalibur. Now let's catch some more. Move the Chronago Gourd to give it a ribbon and view the Hypno Crown instead, and view the Chronago Gourd. And let's see here, abilities, of course. You need to have catch, and you need to have control. There we go. Quick save here, and try to catch a second Crystelle. Right, let's start by trying to control the enemies. Oh, excellent. Missed that one. Kill the Mind Flayer, hopefully. Control the Crystelle. And try to kill it with Cryle as well. If she sword dances, it will die. So. No. There we go. And let's cast Protect on the Crystelle. And then attack it with bards. 4 damage, too much. try to control the enemies. That's one under control. That's two under control. Let's protect the one in the back. And then attack it with bars. 3 damage, too much. Control the Necromancer. There we go. And the Crystelle. There we go. Kill the Mind Flayer. And then cast Protect on Crystelle. Attack it with Bards. No, okay. Use Sword Dance as well. Oh well. You can kill yourself, Mr. Necromancer. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's get out of here. These are not the enemies I'm looking for. This could be a bit dangerous, of course, with the back row here. These enemies actually hit pretty hard. Trying to get rid of the Mind Flayer here. That was a bad idea. There we go. Now, let's do protect on the one in the back row. And attack it with bars. 1 damage. See, in this case the multiplier was just 1. Attack it again and hope for a 1 again. It's going to be... well, mystery walls is fine, I guess. Sword dance. Not what I was hoping for. Well, let's get out of here, I guess. So, well, can just do that. Still working on catching number 2 of my Crystelles. Protect on the one in the back. Attack it with barbs. 1 damage. Let's pray for another 1. Nope. Let's keep trying here. Protect on the Crystelle. And this sword dance, of course. Two damage. That means I can catch it. There we go. 2 Crystelles caught. Crystelle and Fairies now have Crystelles. So let's give Crystelle the control, so that Fairies and Crystelle has control. Let's put back the Hermes saddles. And let's give Lena instead the chicken knife. Can get the man-eater. Because Lena needs the Kurnaku gourd. And catch ability. Kurnaku gourd and catch. Control. Right. Let's rest. And make another quick save. And keep going here. Go to the Mind Flayer. Protect on the Crystelle and attack it. 4 damage, too much. Right, let's keep trying. Oh, I already had it. I didn't pay attention, obviously. Catch that. Kill the... Mind Flayer, and then protect on the Crystelle. And... Sword Dance, of course. Not what I was hoping for. 2 points of damage. Catch. Okay, that means I have 3 Crystelles and I'm going to get a 4th. That means I need to catch it with Bart himself, who is the one who is attacking with the dancing dagger. That means I don't need to change any equipment. Except, well, I do need to give him the Chronago Gourd, of course. So put back the Hermes Saddles on Lena and give him Chronago Gourd here. Let's use another tent. Quick save and try to get a 4th Crystelle. There we go. Let's put protect on that one. And let's hope for 2 points of damage. That's not 2 points of damage. That's definitely not 2 points of damage. Would you let me run away, please? There we go. already put protect on him, right? Yeah, so. Okay, let's attack. Not jitterbug. Alright. Oh, right. I shouldn't have used a normal attack. Of course, she escaped. Points of damage. Means I can catch it as long as Bart gets his turn. And there we go. Let's get out of here, I guess. And we have a Crystelle caught on all 4 characters. So let's put the Hermes saddles back on everyone and remove the the Hyper Crown as well. Ribbon, Rainbow Dress, and Hermes saddles on everyone. Now, let's see, let's remove all the weapons. Let's put the catch ability on everyone. Because I want to be able to release my Crystelles, otherwise it's pretty much useless, of course. Everyone has catch, so everyone can release their Crystelle when they want. Let's see here. Crystelle is my fastest character. Give her the chicken knife. The second fastest character is Faris. She can get the Man-Eater. Bart is slower than Lena, but he does have more strength, so I'll give him the Assassin's Dagger. Now that leaves Lena with the Thief's Knife. That won't do a lot of damage, of course, but I mean, since I want to have the catch ability, I don't have any choice. I need to use knives only. Otherwise I could have used a whip or barehanded, I guess, but then I would have to sacrifice the catch ability. I'm going to try it like this first to see if it works. Let's go see here. Item menu, sword, and then I want to put the magic lamp first. Where is it? There it is. Because I'm going to take advantage of that, of course. Well, full advantage of that. Move the elixirs, replace them with the ethers, because I can't use ethers anyway. Well, I can, but I mean, I don't have any need for them. And let's double check the equipment. Looking good. All the abilities set. And use a tent. And make a save. And that's it for the preparation phase here. I'm should be ready to go for try the final boss now. Hopefully 4 mighty guards should be enough to last me through the fight. The status effects it grants, protect and shell, are permanent until you die, as far as I know. So, or dispelled. They can be dispelled, of course. The XF can use dispel. But if they're not, they're permanent unless dispelled or if you die. So, and because I'm immune to almost all status effects, there's only really the zombie status, I think, that I'm not immune to. Hermit Sandals grants paralysis, sleep, stop, and slow. Ribbon protects against a crap load of things as well, and Rainbow Dress against confusion. So it's only really the zombie status that I would have to worry about. I'm not sure if Grand Cross can cause that. I can't remember now off the top of my head. Yeah. Let's make a save here, and that is it for the preparation here in part 26. I'm going to try fighting XDEF and Neo XDEF in the next part. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.